In many ways, in the same way that people were telling me, hey, you can't go play Patrick Bateman, it's career suicide. And I was like, bring it on. I definitely want to do that. Other people also said, hey, you know, if you play Batman, that's it. You're never going to play anything else again. You will always be Batman. And I went, bring it on. Let's see if that happens. Because I just always felt like, look, if I don't have the skill to be able to rise above that, then I don't deserve to either. I absolutely know and cherish the fact that that will be the role I'm probably remembered for most, you know, ever. He's an iconic, you know, larger than life role. But I don't view it really as, oh, being stopped in the street. For me, it was, I could pay off my house. That's a huge relief, you know. That was a dream of mine since being a kid. So I really appreciate that. I thank Chris Nolan no end for that. You know, the experience of actually working with him, of course, and we went on to make, you know, 4 films together. But the fact that that allowed me to make so many other films. You know, for instance, it took Mary a Herculean effort, which I so appreciate, to get me cast in American Psycho. Post-Batman, it got a little bit easier for directors to suggest me and financiers to say, okay, yeah, we'll take him. You've got the wounded child who never moved on from the atrocity and tragedy that happens to him when he loses his parents. And then the kind of monster that represents, you know, all his anger, and that he, you know, focuses into this character of the Batman. And then the kind of charade, which is the playboy, apparently vacant and that no one would ever suspect of having any beliefs or causes ever in his life. Most of my recollection of making Batman is sitting doing crosswords by myself in a blue tent with very uncomfortable stuff on because they wanted me ready in 15 minutes at any given go. So I was always sitting there and these things going, 4 down. Hello, is anyone out there?
Come on, I want you to do it, I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Hit me.
Heath Ledger, who, oh my God, you know, what a performance, what a pleasure to have gotten to work with him and just to see him, you know, and how much he put himself into the Joker. And I was watching it going, yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. Are we in trouble here? Of when Chris and I first sat down, we said, you know what the problem with Batman is that the villains are always more interesting, right? And so Batman actually, he's very close to being a villain himself. So let's never let him become dull by comparison. And unfortunately, I was sitting there going, I'm feeling a little bit dull by comparison because Heath is just like killing this. And but I'm so proud of that film. I love it. The Dark Knight is absolutely extraordinary, you know, and it was such a pleasure to have gotten to work with Heath.
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. You complete me.
You're garbage. You kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be.